We may have just put out our new HHN34 speculation video going over everything to do with this year's event, but it looks like the rumor train just keeps on chugging. In case you haven't seen the last video yet, and if you haven't, I'll put a link right here. We talked about how we've been given actually very little concrete details to do with this year's event so far. All we know so far are the dates, which show that HHN34 will run from August 29th to November 2nd this year. And we've been given the new logo and some new merch, which brings back the classic tagline, "Never go alone." I know some fans have complained that this tagline is a repeat from a few years past, but I kind of like it. It's become synonymous with HHN, and I like this year's kind of gothic, haunted forest, spooky vibe. On the newest spec map that was released, it had a couple graphics showing what the scare zones could be. One thing to note is that it only showed 4 scare zones, dropping the 5th scare zone that we normally have at the entrance. The graphics that it gave us at least helped us start the speculation process. However, in a turn of events, there's been a rumored leak of the descriptions of these scare zones. Apparently, someone at the Epic Universe opening heard or saw or something a list with the descriptions of what is coming to this year's event. Is this true? Who knows? But let's go over what we found. Now, let's make sure we're on the same page. These are rumors. Even if they are true, they could easily change as we get closer to the event. But it's still fun to speculate. First up, and something that's actually different from the most recent spec map, this list actually gives a description of an entrance scare zone. Here's what the rumor description says. In the garden of the conservatory, eerie monuments to Halloween Horror Nights 34 stand as haunting tributes crafted by unknown hands. Overgrowth weaves through twisted structures and wrought iron fences while large crows circle ominously, adding even more dread to this chilling showcase of horrors. So this kind of sounds like it goes with the theming of the logo, with that haunted, creepy forest vibe. That's pretty cool. I'm intrigued and I hope this is real. Next, let's look at New York. On the spec map, it had a picture of like a biohazard symbol. Here's what the rumor description says. When a cargo truck carrying unmarked and unsafe material hits a mafia car fleeing the scene of a bank heist, the streets of 1920s New York become grim for a outbreak. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. I'm here for this. Anything with weird mutants? Creepy? I'm ready for it. For the San Francisco scare zone, the spec map showed a graphic with 3 horizontal lines, which had me speculating that it could be a Megan scare zone. However, the rumored description says, guests can dance, get pictures with original characters, and enjoy the party down the San Francisco street. An undead DJ will be there playing live every night to keep the party going. Now with this description, it sounds like this is where those roller skaters would be going. If you remember, Universal put out an HHN audition for people who could roller skate, and everyone was wondering where that would be for at this year's event. Well, this could be it. Now let's look at Central Park. On the spec map, it had a graphic of some sort of weird cat thing, which coincides with this description. Wrought iron gates block the entrance to Crooked Lane, a long winding road leading to the cat lady's, I think that's what it says, home. Legend has it she leads children down the lane to transform them into felines to add to her menagerie. Hearing this description, all I can think is this. Which, you know what? I'm here for. And lastly, the Hollywood scare zone on the spec map had a picture of a Mardi Gras mask, which had me thinking it could be a Mardi Gras murder scare zone. Here's what the rumored description is, though. You've been invited to a Halloween masquerade where guests wear elaborate or, I think they mean of, legendary monsters. Okay, that sentence doesn't really make sense. As the night deepens and the dancing intensifies, the masks fall away, revealing the true horrors beneath. They are vampires, their predatory smiles glinting in the dim light. With their disguises discarded, they turn the soiree into a bloodthirsty hunt, and you're the prey. Okay, I'm here for this one. I love vampires, and I'm probably going to get lambasted in the comments for this, but I didn't really like the last few vampire scare zones we have, like Vamp 69 and Vamp, whatever it was, 85 a couple years ago. They weren't my favorite. I prefer my scare zones to be scary, And this one kind of sounds like it brings back the real essence of vampires, the spooky scariness of it. So there you have it. And as a reminder, take all of this with a grain of salt. Actually, take all of this with a ton of salt. Like McDonald's level of salt. These could be true, but they could also just be made up rumors. Hopefully, we will find out soon enough. If these are true, I could see Universal giving us an official announcement sooner rather than later to stay on top of the rumor mill. I don't think we've ever had scare zones announced first, but that could be neat. As for official announcements, Halloween Horror Nights is only 13 weeks away, so announcements should be coming any day now, especially since Epic has actually finally opened and everything is going swimmingly over there. I'm guessing they will announce some sort of big IP first to kind of draw some real attention for the event, so be on the lookout for Terrifier, Five Nights at Freddy's, Fallout, any of those for the first one. Friday the 13th is also rumored to be coming, but there is a Friday the 13th in June, and I could see them saving that announcement for that day, because why wouldn't you? Anyways, that's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think of these rumored scare zones. Do you like these ideas? Do you think they're even real? Drop me a comment and let's chat. As always, thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing, and hopefully the next time you hear from me will be with some official announcements. See you in the fog, park hoppers.